Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for episode 51. I think this is of the Pokemon Silver playthrough. In the last episode, if you didn't check that out back on Friday, we went into Saffron City Gym. We want to get our 4th Pokemon League badge here in the Kanto region, or recollect it, and it happened. We got the badge. Nothing super perfect happened. I'm not going to explain exactly what, but on a completely unrelated topic, we came here to Lavender Town, the final resting point of all Pokemon that have passed on, and we are here to get the radio card expansion for the radio, what would you call it, like an app, I suppose, in the Pokegear, because we're going to be able to access the Poke Flute. But first of all, let's do a team recap. I think I'm forgetting something. Can't recall anyway, but let's check out the team. Now, because of certain reasons, Blaze the Charizard at level 44 is now on the team, holding the Dragon Fang to power up his Dragon Breath. He also has Fire Punch, Fire Blast, and Slash, and look at that special attack, 122. Nice speed and special defense as well for Blaze here. Next we have Sprout, our level 45 Venusaur. He has the Miracle Seed to power his Solar Beam. He also has Sunny Day, Toxic, and Leech Seed. And nice stats there also. Special attack, special defense, and physical attack, although he doesn't have one of those moves. But I definitely like seeing the special stat that high on our Venusaur. At level 45, Kabutops is next, holding King's Rock to cause some possible flinching with Slash, Mega Kick, Absorb, and Harden. And I'm pretty sure he has the highest attack stat on the team right now, 129. Defense is also very good. Next we have our Dragon Slayer, the final remaining team member that defeated the Elite Four. At level 47, our Clefable, with Nevermelt Ice to power her Ice Punch. She also has Double Edge, Sing, and Metronome, and special stats are nice on her as well here. Next is, pardon me, Rocky, who is not currently an active team member. He is at too high of a level for the time being. So let's skip down to Sheldon, our level 46 Blastoise, holding Leftovers, and as I said between last episode and this one, and during Pokemon Stadium 2, I taught him Surf instead of Water Gun because he just needed something more powerful than Water Gun. He didn't learn anything naturally by the end of the last episode. So I taught him Surf. He has Ice Punch, Skull Bash, and Bide. And defenses are amazing on this guy. So that is the team recap. And Snoozer should be a team member for the time being, but just in case we need to do any cutting, we're going to keep Rocky for right now. But our Snoozer the Snorlax is currently sitting in the PC. He is going to be a returning team member at some point. There's a radio program that plays Poke Flute music. I spoke to you last time. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this radio card. Well, wait a minute. Let's check out the rest of what. Did that music continue in the mart? Doesn't sound as sinister as last time, though, does it? Got a bit more of an upbeat part to it. Repel is a necessity if you are going to explore a cave. Even though I like exploring, I still haven't made it to all the caves. There are quite a few of them. Now, what do you have to offer? Great Ball and Super Potions, Max Repels, Antidotes, all these kind of good stuff. I think we're pretty good. I got $40,000, you see that? Awesome! I heard about a craftsman who makes custom Pokeballs in the Johto town of Azalea. I wish I had some. Yeah, they're actually kind of handy. I don't use them, of course, but I like the look of them. And I think I might have mentioned this before, but it would have been nice if they kept like a unique sort of what would you call it, like an entry appearance, like certain Pokeballs have a different color or something like that. If each of the Pokeballs would have a different thing of the Apricorn Pokeballs when they come out, that would be cool if they were uploaded through generations like that. Lavender Town, the noble purple town. And as I made a big point last time in Pokemon Blue, this is the purple town. Favorite color. So of course I'm going to make a big deal of that. The Kanto radio station, your favorite programs on air around the clock. That's quite some building, eh? It's Kanto's radio tower. Now, if you remember, this is where Pokemon Tower was. That used to be the gravesite for all the Pokemon. Many people are hard at work here in the radio tower. They must be doing their best to put on good shows. Kind of like me with my playthroughs and my Unova Classic stuff over the weekend. Oh, just a basic PC, okay. So let's see what everything has to offer here. Perk up Pokemon with mellow sounds of the Pokemon Flute on Channel 20. But I need the expansion card, give me that. Welcome, feel free to look around anywhere on this floor. Can I go upstairs? They must have the cards up there, right? Ah, so you're the Chaz who solved the power plant's problem. Thanks to you, I never lost my job. You're welcome. I tell you, you're a real lifesaver. Please take this as my thanks. There we go. So we had to do the power plant before this could happen. With that thing, you can tune into the radio programs here in Kanto. Calm down, sir. First floor, blah, 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 blah. We can't even get up there, I'm pretty sure. Will you let me up there? I did save the world. Or, I mean, your boss's job. Sorry, but you can only tour the ground floor. Ever since Johto's radio tower was taken over by a criminal gang, we have had to step up our security. That makes total sense, actually. Hey there, fellow. I am the super music director. I'm responsible for the gorgeous melodies that go out over the air. Don't be square. Grab your music off the air. Are you a performer as well? Because that was pretty much a song in of itself. So we do have now the expansion card, and as you'll see, let's go to the Poke Gear. Activate our radio and channel 20. Whoop, wrong way. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wait, what? Okay. That's not 20. Is this it? This can't be it. Pokemon Lullaby. There we go. There's channel 20. Alright. So we can use this to wake up the Snorlax that we encountered outside Diglett's cave. People come from all over to pay their respects to the departed souls of Pokemon. Oh, did they move it down here? Yeah, they did. It's not as big. So, I don't think I should be questioning this, but what happened to all the bodies? Is this a poltergeist kind of a thing? Are we going to see some supernatural shenanigans on the go? I came with my mom to visit Pokemon graves. Sounds like a fun outing. The Pokemon that lived with me, I love them like my grandchildren. There are other graves of Pokemon here, I think. There are many chambers that only Mr. Fuji may enter. Okay. Whew. I was concerned that something wasn't right about what had happened here. Welcome. Oh, it's Mr. Fuji! You gave me Cubone! Who is currently not on the team. You appear to be raising your Pokemon in a kind and loving manner. Pokemon lovers come here to pay their respects to the departed Pokemon. Please offer condolences for the souls of the departed Pokemon. I'm sure that will make them happy. I do offer all of my condolences, Pokemon. I am very attached to my own guys, which is why I was doing the Unova Classic with my team. Like, I could have bred a whole new team for the Unova Classic and done better than I did. Spoilers, but I went about half and half in the battles. But I want to show off my guys that are important to me, you know? I've said this I think before, but some of the Pokemon I use in my games, I'm sure are older than some of the people watching this video right now. I've had them since Sapphire, and when did Sapphire come out? It was like 2004, I think? So if that is true, that would mean some of my Pokemon are 12 years old. And maybe there's people under 12 watching right now, so kind of blows the mind a little bit. Anyway, the Soul House. May the souls of Pokemon rest easy. Yes, indeed, may they. Hello, I'm the Name Rater. I rate the names of Pokemon. Would you like me to rate names? Alright. You are going to rate Kabutops. No, wait. Rate Blaze. This is a Pokemon, when I nicknamed him, Blaze sounded cool, and then later when abilities come into play, I found out that Charizard has the Blaze ability, so I thought, should I have named him something different way back then? I mean, it is the name that he has, right? What a great name. Oh, it is perfect. All right. Thank you, Mr. Name Rater. You've set all of my concerns at ease by confirming that it is a great name, despite the fact it is repeating the ability name. Thank you. Kanto has many good radio shows. So far, I've heard of the Pokeflute, which I'm not going to say isn't bad. Lavender is a tiny, quiet town at the foot of the mountains. It's gotten a bit busier since the radio tower was built. So, have we spoken to everybody? I haven't gone in here yet, I don't think. The Lavender Volunteer Pokemon House. You need a Pokeflute to wake sleeping Pokemon. Every trainer has to know that. Well, I have the radio card to do that with the radio. Some cold-hearted people stop caring for their Pokemon. Grandpa takes in those poor homeless Pokemon and takes care of them. Just like, you know, even in real life when sometimes you get a pet and, you know, you just don't take care of it and stuff. And don't do that. If you're going to get a pet, you're not getting an object, you're getting a family member, right? Mr. Fuji does live here, but he's not home now. He should be at the Soul House. I already spoke to him, so we are aware of where he is at. Psyduck. Sigh. Didn't say that, said Guawa, whatever, but Nidorino says Gyun. And random guess, I'm going to say this is a Spearow. Ah, Pidgey. Oh well. The sprites are so hard to tell. It's kind of cool how later on in different generations you do get to see different overworld sprites for Pokemon. Now that we have the Pokeflute, I could head down to wake up the Snorlax, but before getting too far out of here, I think I'm going to do a little bit of grinding with some of these trainers. I should also check Rock Tunnel out at some point. I don't know if I want to do that in the grinding montage or not. You like Pokemon, don't you? Me too! So as we do this, I can just basically talk a little bit about the Kanto Classic. That was a long time ago, Professor. No, the Unova Classic. Oh, good, I thought you were a hiker. That's not that good either, though. But Blaze might be able to take you down. Let's just see what a Dragon Breath does. I think we'd be okay to handle a Surf attack, or whatever kind of water attack. Just don't Hydro Pump me. But yeah, the Unova Classic started off kind of rough. If you didn't see that, we had, the first day, we had 6 losses straight in a row. And it was a little overwhelming. I decided at that point, don't heal. I decided at that point that I might just stop recording live battles and then just do like post-commentary, at least for that competition. But, as it turns out, on day 2 and 3, I was able to do live recordings. And I thought it might have been, I can't talk my thoughts out and have thoughts at the same time as playing the battle. But if I record without commenting at the time and just have time to sit and think, I was doing better. But as it turns out, you'll see in other videos. Okay, first of all, Robert is defeated. Sorry, sir. Keep you waiting. I have to say that's my loss. Look what you did to my Pokemon. I won't forget this. Well, fortunately, we're next to Lavender Town, so if you need to go rest up... Oop, I'm sorry. But, yeah, like, I discovered that I am somewhat decent still at talking my thoughts out and still doing the battles. Oh, don't laugh at me. I can do that. And I had a pretty good time overall. Now, I had a few battles that I wouldn't call exactly proper battles. There were some people that just entered Pokemon at low levels and forfeited immediately just to gain the participation prize. What would you do to me, Machamp? Would you have been taught a rock attack? I'm gonna Fire Punch. It might burn you. You have no guts, fortunately. But yeah, the Unova Classic, the uploads were kind of slow over the weekend. Friday chop. So, if you haven't checked those out, and if you're interested in seeing the Wi-Fi battles, even though it's not perfectly good quality, as far as recording my 3DS system, I have to set my old phone camera up and just record off the screen. I can't get direct video footage capture until I get a proper like capture card sort of thing, which I don't even know how to get or where to get, but I gotta try to look into that before Sun and Moon come out. I want to get really good recordings for Sun and Moon. Jim is defeated. Achoo! Bless you, sir. Bless you. Hay fever's making me sneeze. Achoo! Wasn't he doing that last time, too? So, that's actually all the trainers up here. Route 10. So, we're gonna go to Rock Tunnel on another episode. But before we head back down to... Well, what I want to do next, I want to try to keep the badge train rolling. I want to go get my badge from Fuchsia City. Go get that from whoever is the new Koga. And we're gonna do that, but first I want to clear out the trainers that were over here that I skipped just to get over to Lavender Town at the end of the previous episode. Here's one in particular. How does the magnet train work? You're asking me? You go and get a generator part from Cerulean City Gym, and then the train magically heals itself. As far as I know, that was my contribution to the whole situation. And Blaze is up against a Grimer, which I believe has decent special defense, but are you going to survive a Fire Punch from our Charizard? I'm going to say, yeah, probably. Nah, never mind. Alright, but the Muck certainly will. And how do I know he has a Muck? Well, why wouldn't he? Total honesty, random guess. Let's go for the nice Fire Blast attack. That should definitely do the trick if Fire Punch was enough for Grimer. And if this doesn't do the trick, I'm going to be pretty shocked. Muck is losing HP at a drastic rate. Down it goes. No problems. So let me check the team. I got to see who has to get the next level. Sam is defeated. I just want to see the magnet train. It's running. You can go. You can actually travel back to Johto if you like. The power of magnets is awesome. You should have used a Magnemite then. So next in line to get a level is going to be Kabutops. Now, I believe Snoozer is at level 46, if I check my notes. So as soon as the team starts to get over that, I'm going to bring Snoozer back to try to keep on par with the rest of the team. Oh, there's so many trainers! But I'm kind of interested in the battle, so let's do this. They have different colored bikes, look at that, that's cool. We're the Kanto Pokemon Federation Trainer Group. What does that mean? We'll drive you under our wheels. That is harsh. That is... what's the word? Threatening, yeah. Okay, Dwayne. I don't think threatening is a threatening enough word for that. Coughing's threatening, though. Shall we go? Wait, no, we have the perfect Pokemon for these explosions right now. Rock type with very nice defense. You are not blowing up my Kabutops anytime soon. You can send in a Weezing if you want. You don't have to. But if you want, you can send in a Weezing, and I will not be very concerned. Are your levels going to increase by 1 every time a new coughing comes in? Well, see, a regular Slash does the trick for KO. Critical is definitely going to do the trick, as we see a level 29 coughing. Yes, we are. I'm going to bet we're going to see a level 30 Weezing after this. And question is, will a Slash be enough for that? No? Coughing. Excellent. Alright. Now watch this one survive with a tiny bit of HP and self-destruct. But I am not worried at all. 15 levels above. Look at that. But I'm kind of shocked I did call that one, though. Dwayne, get out of my face. Sorry! You better be sorry. The Kanto Pokemon Federation will never fall. Never? Let's just see about that. The cops shut down our underground path. That really fries me. You were the reason that got shut down. You're the reason I was locked out of every area in Kanto until I went through Saffron City and everything was already connected. You. Flareon. Slash attack. And with Kabutops hitting level 45, Sprout will be the next Pokemon to gain a level. Ooh, you survived it. Yeah, Flareon it's more on the physical side from what I understand about the evolutions, at least the first 3. Umbreon is, of course, the most defensive, I think even to this day. Isn't Sylveon sort of defensive too, though, but not quite as much? I'm not sure. Alright, level 46 for our Kabutops, 132 attack, 119 defense. Taking self-destructs all day long. Forgive me. I won't go that far. I'll 3-give you. How about that? Wiped out by some punk from Johto. Well, I am originally from Kanto, so if that makes you feel any better, which I don't think it would, but even if it doesn't, I don't care. Sprout... Wait, no, Blaze was here before Sprout. Blaze gets the next level. And we are going to hit level 46 with all of our team members pretty soon, too. We're the Kanto Pokemon Federation. We heard this. Right on, dude! Right on. Alright, so this gives us a lot of time to get down to Fuchsia City. Zeke? What do you have, Zeke? Gonna send in... Don't do this, come on. I'm gonna switch right back into Kabutops. Because I do not trust the self-destructing of these poison Pokemon. But yeah, we should, if we're lucky, at least make good headway towards Fuchsia City. And there's probably gonna be a lot of trainers along the way there. I'm gonna wait and deal with the Snorlax issue, or should I do that first? No, I think if you go south from Fuchsia City at this point, there's something like a roadblock going on. So I want to get down there, access that as a fly location, and then I'll come back and do the rest of the stuff that I can do here, which would include going through Diglett's Cave back towards Pewter City, which we'll get to see our buddy Brock again. Self-destruct. Alright, go ahead. I want you to land a critical. Land a critical. Do it. You coward. Alright then. So I could go for a super potion, but you know what? I can just go heal up in Lavender Town, so we're going to do that. And Zeke does fall. Yikes, sorry. You right, you sorry. We'll try not to disturb anyone from now on. Good! We have vanquished... Look, we've vanquished the Pokemon Kanto Federation, whatever you guys called yourselves. We are just creating so many good things in our journeys here. It's like, has anyone ever seen the show Quantum Leap? No, probably not. I was just talking about how some of my Pokemon, 12 years old, are older than some viewers. You have no clue what Quantum Leap is, but when I was younger, there was a TV show where this... I forget the exact plot to it, but the basic idea was there was a man who would travel from... Like, his consciousness, his mind would go from body to body throughout different time periods and different parts of the world and stuff, and his spirit is... Not spirit exactly, but yeah, his spirit would always appear in a place where... Do you remember? Where... there was like a crisis happening for this particular person that he jumped into, and this person would jump to his body in the future and stuff. But anyway, the idea was everywhere he went, he would have to set things right for that person's life or their environment, and then travel back to... Or the only way he would travel and jump or leap from one place to the next is after he set things right for the person. So, we are kind of quantum leaping from town to town here, solving problems here in the Kanto region. We got the Magnet Train back up and running. What else have we done so far? I don't even know. We got badges. We're taking out this Sea King with a Dragon Breath. We did get the Paralysis, but it didn't lose a turn to Paralysis, so it doesn't really matter. 2 Dragon Breaths are all it takes for Blaze to bring down a Water type. And a Poliwhirl. Once again, Dragon Breath. You can Water Gun. Would you have Hydro Pump? I don't think so. Even if you do, I don't think we're too worried about that. Never mind. Dragon Breath brings you down. So your special offense is not as good as a Sea King's, really. Level 46 for Blaze. Look, 4 stats are now above 100. Excellent. And final Pokemon is another Sea King. Obviously, there's really not much you can do to us. It's Dragon Breath, paralyze you, lose your turn to paralysis, Dragon Breath one more time, down you go. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, am I calling everything today? It's almost as if I'm doing post-commentary as I watch the footage. I'm actually not. How can I prove that? I can't, but it is live commentary. Just take my word for it, everybody. You do remember. Remember what exactly? The tug you feel in the rod when you hook a Pokemon. That's the best feeling ever for an angler like me. Fair enough, I'll say. And we find the fishing spot. Alright, so is there an item over there? Not that... Hang on. I seem to remember there's a hidden item. I'm going to surf over there with Sheldon. Yes, an elixir. Excellent. I somehow just... You know, it's funny how years and years after you play a game, something just stands out in your mind like that. And I like that. It's cool. Another fisherman here. Patience is the key to both fishing and Pokemon. I didn't switch Blaze out of that front spot, did I? Nope. And who should get the next level would be Sprout. I want to switch into him. Remoraid, you could have Ice-type attacks, though, so I'm going to leave Blaze here for now. I don't want to switch in and take a super effective Ice attack. Not that it probably would go for Ice on a Charizard, but the computer could be random at sometimes. You never know what it's going to do. Remoraid falls. Do we get to see the evolved form finally? I don't think we've seen that yet in this playthrough. No. We see another Remoraid. Obviously, another Dragon Breath will be enough to take it down. So, what else was I talking about? Just basically, I was talking about the Unova Classic and how that went, and had an interesting time with that. Cool strategies. The shifting of Pokemon in a triple battle is pretty cool. If you haven't really seen triple battles in action, feel free to check them out. You get to see some different kind of strategies that come into play. Whoa! Calm down. I'm too impatient for fishing. So, Sprout is next to gain a level. And then the team will be at Snoozer's level, so we're going to be able to bring him back very soon. In fact, do we even need Cut for the rest of this? Probably not, but I'm going to keep Rocky just in case. So this connects us back towards Vermilion City. I haven't dealt with any trainers over here yet, have I? Should I do this right now? Or have I dealt with these trainers? No. You have nothing to say, really? So, in this situation, this trainer just kind of walks up to me through the grass, stares at me, and then throws out an execute in my direction. Alright. So, let's go ahead and Toxic. Come on. Now, you do have super effective confusion, but how much will this actually do? That was more than you needed to do. What I'm gonna try... I'm gonna go for Sunny Day, and I just want to see how much Solar Beam can do. We have that Miracle Seed. As long as you don't confuse us. And if you do, I'm going into my Fire Blasting Charizard. Alright, let's see. So a critical confusion at this point will not drop us. Will a Solar Beam be enough? I don't think Execute has really good special defense. Down it goes. It has good physical defense from what I understand, or at least Exeggutor does. Either the standard or the Alola form. Actually, I shouldn't say that. We don't know what the stats are for the Alolan Exeggutor yet. They could be different. As people have been debating, they mentioned about the Alolan Sandshrew and Sandslash. They say that they are slower, but they have added defense, and that's why they're slower, because they have more defensiveness. So, the Kanto, the Alola forms could have completely different stats. This is risky. I'm gonna stay in, though. Just to see what the special defense is like. Excellent. Alright. I kinda thought we were good. Plus 15 levels above. Didn't have that much to worry about. The Psychic Herman is defeated, with still nothing to say. I lost while I had my eyes closed. And why were you battling with your eyes closed? Hidden item? A revive. That's money. Just going to sell that, of course. We are doing a Nuzlocke style, so we can't really use those revives. We get a simple berry. At this point in the game, why do we even need that? you know what? Tell you what, Sprout, help yourself with some berries just before we end off the episode. We got 2 of them. Let's free up the space in our pack. We're gonna get 20. This is basically giving him a potion. But he is healed up by 20 massive points. So I'm just gonna head back out to the fishing route, and we're gonna call it a day for the episode. We are at about the 25. No, you know what? I'm going one more battle. I always say this. I pushed a little too far, and the episode turned out to be long. But there's like a little rest house down here. I feel so content fishing while listening to some tunes on my radio. So maybe when we hit that rest house, we'll call it a day. As one more battle gets underway versus Steven, we're gonna have a Magikarp. Sunny Day Solar Beam. Yes, overpowered, but it is the fastest way to get through all this. The sun is now up. Now, you can't have Flail yet unless you bred this Magikarp to have Flail. Level 30 is when Magikarp learns that. But are we going to see a Gyarados? I think setting up for the instant turn of Solar Beam is the way to go here, in case we do see something other than Magikarp, of course. For that first one, look how little experience. It barely moved that bar. Next up, we see a Quillfish. Now, you part resist the Solar Beam, so you might survive this. I'm going to say you probably won't, because I think you have better physical defense than special. Plus, the level difference is overwhelming. 14 levels above you. Almost 15 in a moment as we hit another level, as we take down... Ooh, you have kind of good special defense. I'm going to say you might live this one. No, what am I saying? Miracle Seed, Solar Beam, Stab... Yeah. I'm overestimating the opponents way too much based on levels. Level 46 for our Venusaur. No new move, but he's got a really good moveset as it is anyway. The only thing, like I said, would make it a different moveset would be if I get the Sludge Bomb TM, I could teach him Giga Drain and Sludge Bomb. Although, I could give Giga Drain to somebody else now that I think about it. We'll see. I might do like TMs near the end of the entire playthrough before going into Sapphire. Steven is defeated. My stupid radio distracted me. That's why you lost. Not the level difference. Have you checked out Kanto's radio stations? We get a good variety here. I've only checked out one, but we'll check them out at some point. But let's go ahead and rest up with this fishing guru. I'm the fishing guru's younger brother. I can see that you like fishing. There's no doubt in my mind at all. So, I know I'm right. Alright then. Yes, just as I thought. Here, fishing fan, take this. It's a super rod. We can catch level... Will that be level 30 Pokemon now? Try your hand at fishing wherever there is water. Remember, you can catch different Pokemon using different rods. So we are going to save the game right here. Good time to save it. And thank you for checking out today's episode, everybody, as we continue down towards Fuchsia City. Based on this, we should be able to reach it by the end of the next episode, and check that out. The gym battle might be saved for the following episode, depending on how much there is to do in the city. But stay tuned for that later on this week as we get our 7th... Nope, I'm way ahead of myself. Our 5th Pokemon League badge here in the Kanto region, recollecting on the side of the menu, as you see beside my head over there. And feel free to leave a comment, folks. Let me know what you thought of today's episode and what you might be looking forward to in the future of not only Silver, but all the other generations to come. Because once we're through Sapphire, we're going to go into Gen 4, Gen 5, Gen 6. At this point, I'm not going to have these all done in time for Sun and Moon, obviously. There's only a few months left. But we'll get as far as we can. Maybe I'll take a hiatus from this and do a Sun and Moon playthrough and come back and finish up. We'll see what happens. I'll play it by ear. Anyway, feel free to check out the playthrough that's down in the description if you want to check out the rest of Pokemon Silver, or click onto my channel and check out the other playthroughs, for example, Pokemon Blue. Pokemon Stadium 2 is on the go right now. I've got weekly TCG videos as well for TCG Online. There's all sorts of Pokemon content on the channel if you guys want to check some of that out. For the time being, Professor Chaz is now signing off for the day, and I'll catch you next time.